Sure, go.
Camera shy. I don't want to be on YouTube.
Too late, punk.
With all due
Oh,
respect,
called you out, dude.
this deck right here is the most infuriating deck to play against. The most.
Razzmann doesn't know how to play it.
That is true. I really am actually am incredibly inexperienced in playing this.
An airborne deck. What should I expect? Helicopters, planes, VDV.
It's actually really hard to play. Like if you ask me, like if you're
Well, I
not
mean,
used to it at
really
all.
hard to play. Not just hey, I spam helicopter.
Are you
Rick
sure?
actually plays
If
it
you
really
you
well.
fuck up and don't keep your planes alive, if you're not good at plane micro, you fuck up really easy.
It's
against a
not.
good
It's
player.
actually not just about planes and healers at Airborne.
Healers too, I guess. Yeah. I guess healers I managed to,
I'm
but like
still
planes
using
I
the
don't.
old version of my deck, Raz.
I know this is old.
I don't run.
Why would I
Spaz
keep this up to
anymore.
date?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Does the Chinese hot get the extra ECM for no reason compared
I think
to...
it does.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's nice. It's really cheap too.
I just
Very,
feel like
very
the hot
technical
lacks
for
a
this.
killing power. I don't know.
It's not meant to kill it. The thing is, if you're playing against, if your opponent also playing Airborne, are they gonna bring anything where 22 AP is not gonna have a big impact? Are they gonna bring a super heavy?
It's more like it misses 3 of the 4 missiles.
Not
I mean, it's
usually,
on
depending
veteran.
on bet.
Yeah, healers get +1 XP in Moto, don't they? Or
Besides-
in Airborne anyway. Yeah.
You can always just turn off the ATGM, fly closer, and then use range scaling to ensure you get hits.
I mean, do you? Okay, this is my question basically. Because do you stop it before you or while you're aiming or whatever, or do you fire on the move?
Usually I stop it. Get in range, hit stop. Accuracy goes up. Profit.
And that's still fine if like, what if you hit stop while the missile has just left?
I think accuracy still scales up. As long as it's before impact.
Yeah. If you become stationary, then the accuracy. If you start to fire on the, if that's what you asked, I wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Yeah. And whether it stops fast enough to actually do that in time. Like
What's the best tank he has access
No
to in
clue
the
if this
deck?
is a good idea. I should hold on.
Tanks? What's that?
It's an airborne.
Yeah, what's the
AC.
best tank he has? Yeah, I know.
Best
He
unit?
definitely gets a charioteer. He doesn't get much better than that.
What's the range of the
Um,
charioteer?
I guess I'm ready.
It's
Good
a
luck.
15-point tank.
So I'm gonna guess 1,925.
Are you playing
yes.
Doc, you said?
You would be correct.
No, he's playing Scanny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess you just
Alright,
gotta
I'm
watch
gonna have
out
some
for, like,
weird
Puff
divisions on
diving
the field.
Yusuf is debating whether to get the S2 and
Yeah,
V1.
true. Why are you opening up with so many scratch nets, Razzmann? Against
Cheap.
Scani.
Cheap AA.
Because there's crash hits.
They're fantastic.
Yeah, there's no helicopters.
No, they actually
Yep.
cut the fuck up
You
out of
say
infantry.
scratches are not just good against helicopter.
It's good infantry, anti-infantry fire support. It's the way you win fights in forests when all your infantry is VDV.
4
Those are
MGs
infantry.
and an autocannon.
I have no clue what I'm doing. I'll be honest.
Generally, I recommend early ASF Raz, but I mean, that's what I would recommend if your opponent wasn't listening.
Oh, I expect the early ASF.
Of course.
Rocket pod planes work too. But yeah, you really do need security to make sure you don't lose helis to puffs.
Okay, for a second I was gonna say, where's the PD? Where's it? Very nice.
Well, damn it.
But I think you understand. There you go. Yeah,
Fuck, that's new.
no, they're nasty.
Yeah, that plane is pretty nasty.
Why did you decide you
Was that your
wanted?
mortar?
Oh no, Raz.
High level gameplay, Razzmann.
Where did I?
It's already reloaded.
Oh.
That's insane.
Yeah, you just threw your Mi-24K into an automatic.
That's a seed plane. No, that's a rocket plane, and he's coming from my automatic.
He would have a feed.
Oh my god, I'm pounding her.
Why did you load back in?
Ugh! Let's spread out because I expect a bomber incoming.
Well, that's a first for Yusuf.
Put some base defense.
Are you actually buying base defense, or are you just
We're
making
doing
us
great.
believe you are?
Hey, no, don't reveal mission critical.
Mortars, Raz.
Oh no, Yusuf, what happened with your base defense?
What? I misidentified
Holy
that
shit,
other
that was
plane as a
Perfect.
MiG-21.
Dude, his
Well,
timing
that's
was so good.
that's the advantage of having all Eastern Bloc planes be either MiG-29s or Su-22s.
All right, I underestimated the range on the base VDV. That's bad. Really, really bad. Fucking awful, in fact.
Why are you Jaeger not in the town?
With the early CV buy. Eek.
Dude, I thought I was destroying him, so I bought the CV. I'm not gonna
You're never safe when you're playing against Airborne. They have
Yeah.
just like bam, 3 planes that completely fucked you
Yeah,
up.
if
suddenly.
you don't have like a super lethal AA net and you're buying CVs against his deck, you're in for a bad time because you need to be removing planes every single time they fly out. And if you don't have strong AA ground, you maybe want to buy ASFs to try to counter out Razzmanns.
Nick, do you have your red Airborne deck on hand? Your deck code?
So I actually haven't played Wargame in more than a month.
I know.
Pull it up. Here, one sec. I'll boot it up, but it's gonna might botch the recording.
big down.
No, it's not that that important.
Yeah, I'll pull it up after this game. That way we can take a look at it.
If you could just PM me the deck code, that would be amazing.
Sure, I can do that.
Whenever you have time.
No, we don't need more red air players. No.
I think it's a fun deck to play.
To play, maybe.
To play.
Play
Play
again.
against?
To
No.
play against
Yeah,
is miserable.
definitely.
I will admit.
It is actually probably the worst defender in the unfun to play against category.
See,
How long
that's
can you
why-
run the excuse of playing cancer decks to learn how to play against them? 10 games? More?
I see what the game is here. It's gonna keep taking out my AA.
Yes.
Yeah. No, this is why
I could have told you that when we were in the loading screen.
So you need to have AA in groups of like 130 points plus, probably approaching 200 points, because you need to make a favorable trade if he sends out the rocket plane. If you have only guided missiles, what will happen is the rocket plane will just kill your guided missiles before they connect, and then the missiles will fail to connect because your AA piece is dead. Then he gets off scot-free and reloads in like 10 seconds. Like literally
And
10
same,
seconds.
like, if I seed into one OSA, the
Like,
OSA
it's like
dies. If I
Razzmann's
seed into 4
missile
OSAs,
plane
the
is
seed
already
dies.
ready. Like he could be splashing it into your infantry right now, which is what I would be recommending Razzmann do actually. Like because you can even just target position, and because they're 11 HE rockets, they will either panic your infantry or splash and kill multiple squads. Like those three stack of Dragona. If he had line of sight, he would have been okay. Oh, but the smoke actually fucked him up.
Yeah, I think the smoke is bringing it up.
How many Polish?
Did you right click on the
Rocket plane did you
Dragona or do target position?
He right clicked.
But I
Okay.
think target
So if you
position
target
works so much.
position,
Such
it
a
ignores the
bad
smoke,
start.
I believe. At least when I target position smoke, it usually works, and that's how I get the rockets off. And then because the splash is the way you get the damage off, it would still connect and kill the Dragona.
Sorry, I still have both of my ASFs.
Yeah, I'm really missing cheap ATGM infantry here.
You
That's what you put in, right?
yes, I
Factoria?
have the Factoria. That's what I dropped the Spikes
Yeah,
Nuts for.
they would be really
work
nice.
really, really well for zoning out stuff. Because what you really struggle with this against
Like cheap IFV spam and stuff.
like
AIM
stuff that
extends, cheap
outranks the
IFVs, yeah.
BMDs and or smoke play with like close range autocannons or like cheap tanks, stuff that like the Conqueror's M isn't like super cost efficient against.
Nick or Raz even, what would you have done if in the opening you wouldn't have been able to kill the RBS 19 the automatic? Like if you would have been in there in the Triangle Forest.
Then he's slow
Alright,
because he's
nice.
not fast moving his stuff up, and then you take the forest, and then he has a harder time pushing in. What you do with the Talax is the mortars, sorry, is
The mortar that died.
you deploy smoke 800, 900 meters away from the forest. So if he moves up, to try to use his fire support, he gets hit by AT.
Yeah. So you play like Moto basically. That's your answer.
Exactly. It's kind of weird. You play like a. The other thing that I would do that Razzmann I didn't do is I use more Lekka Pagoda. And once you get Lekka Pagoda into tree lines, your opponent can't use
Yeah,
fire
they're
support at
so
all.
appealing. Yeah,
Because they're stealthy. The basic idea is
Yep.
the Lekka Pagoda MI-17 mix works really, really well in defensive
I
positions.
know.
Yeah, because if he approaches with fire support, it gets shot with recoilless rifles. If he gets close enough to spot with like recon infantry or just pushing up infantry, then you melt it with rocket pods.
Like
And if
Lekka
he's
Pagoda and the MI-17 and NSTR are literally the reason I like EB.
yeah,
No.
they're really, really strong.
That was a waste.
No other nation gets anything like
Okay,
that, right? Like Lekka
this candy
Pagoda and the
player.
MI-17.
Do you got the beacon?
But it's
I do.
It's a good investment.
Brits
You can
can.
knock out Razzmann's ATGM squads, and you can make it harder for his infantry to work efficiently.
You're not supposed to help. I guess you help
I'm
him.
helping both sides here.
He's playing both sides of.
What's with the Nolans Jägerna? Are they like
Nolans-
Lekka?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the
They're
same, but they
good,
don't get the
have worse
MI-17s.
transports.
Well, yeah, so don't the Britska. Because you would take them in the wheeled.
The reason you take Lekka Pagoda over Bird's Capes is the Lekka
MI-17.
Pagoda have faster run speed, and they're shock trained.
MI-17.
I mean, MI-17 too, but I mean, I guess you could take the rocket pod plane for the Birdska, but you probably don't want it.
Rocket pod plane for the Brutska.
Sorry, rocket pod
Very
transport
nice.
helicopter.
And the one HU one, or
Yeah, because I think the Birdska Pass have like a 25 point.
Yeah, but
HE.
you remember the last time I used the HT40 against you, Nick?
I
Remember that?
Oh yes,
You
I think
Leclerc?
you crit my Leclerc and then side shot it with a camo tank, and then I told you to make a meme video out of it, and you did.
It's a
unpunishable.
very
Very nice.
plunging.
Plunging.
It's a very, very good meme video as well.
Yeah, I thought it was punchable though.
I mean, it's the same map but sideways,
Yeah.
and you never actually saw the full map in the video, so I mean,
You could kind of guess.
Yeah, you saw the zones, so
I guess
Yeah.
it's true. But yeah, the elite BMDs, by the way, super dangerous as well. 70-something% accuracy at max range.
Oh wow.
They're really, really
And what,
nice.
4 missiles? How many?
Four
6, 5?
Conkers, 4
Okay.
base Conkers. And the reason they work is because your opponent's not bringing super heavy, so you don't need the Conkers M anyways. Because if your opponent's bringing super heavies, he's wasting points.
Yeah, you can't afford them. You need super heavy AA.
But yeah. Anyways, the way I like to win my air superiority fights with Red Airborne is I actually like to include the SU-25T. Because you can bait missiles on it. It can survive like 6 to the rear, like 6 5HE missiles. And if your opponent's targeting it, then you just engage their ASFs with your own. The SU-25T
no, it can't
also
survive
can...
6 of them. It can't
Yeah,
survive.
not 6,
It
5
has, it has
Sorry,
25
HP.
effective
You're
HP.
right. So it can survive 4. But with the ECM, it survives roughly 6 missiles being launched at it in most cases.
But it can't survive a single Shahak.
Yeah, that was pretty sad too.
That's a pretty old meme.
Yeah.
Tradition!
I gotta go. Do you want to play later, Yusuf?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Fucking bad around.
You can see the voice, like you can hear the voice of a man who's enjoying playing against Red Airborne.
Yusuf, is this better or worse than when you were playing against me with my US deck?
I don't know. hope I at least hit those Lee Ren. Oh! I just lost my air tab. What? Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Just making sure.
Don't worry, don't worry. Most people here know your pain. Fine.
I feel like I can't move. Everything I wanted to move with is dead.
Helos are fun, by the way.
Just like that, Razzmann
I'm buying
became-
automatics from now on. Good game. The opener was so great, but then he got planes.
Oh my god, look at this Congress and 1, 2, 3, 4 IKVs. IKVs aren't that great because the AP you don't really need, but they just get one shot by any kind of ATGM. Wait, my seed plane killed the F-16A? Amazing.
Genghis, your turn.
He's
he's
AFK.
deafened. You can't hear him.
It's over
And yeah,
already. I was gone for like 2 minutes. What'd I miss?
I got bombed into oblivion.
Send all the Hawks together or something.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, look who's hosting.
oh, how long before he kicks you out? Come on.
So far, I've never been kicked, but I don't think I've ever been longer than 5.
To be honest, it seems like he's starting to kick people. We have received multiple reports. He kicked Villain first, and then I think Boring Pat managed to get kicked.
I mean, he is
Alright.
just a corporal.
I'm gonna cut this one here
Oh.
and then see if I can pick up my Airborne deck for you.